Hello there, mate. Alright, sorry for the delay in getting your work back to you, but this essay looks super. By the way, we're going to be responding quicker now because I want you to CC me in the essays you send, and this way I'll get a heads up. Okay, so let's have a look. Some people believe that employees should stay in the same job for the rest. Okay, it's the employee job. Switch jobs. To what extent do you agree? Give reasons. Okay, so the first thing we notice is that this one is real tricky. Yeah? Like, there's two different opinions here. And then it's saying, to what extent do you agree? So if you agree, you're agreeing with two contrasting opinions, or do you disagree? And then you disagree with two contrasting. So it's the same. It's really frustrating for an IELTS student. Okay, it looks like you've worked through it though. So let's just see. Scholars had debated. Why had? Okay, if we're using had, it means they have done in the past, but they no longer do that. Okay, I think have, because I wouldn't say that the debate has finished. We don't know for a fact if it has. So that's why I would have said have rather than say had. Or even just say scholars debate. Scholars have debated is the best, yeah. Have debated whether staying on with a good company or a good resume. So we've got repetition. The problem is we don't only have repetition. We have repetition of what I would call sort of like a basic vocabulary. This is vocabulary that we learn when we start out learning the English language. You see? So a solid resume, let's see, decorative, respected resume, established company. There's so many other adjectives we can use other than good. Would be beneficial to employees. I personally agree with the latter. So again, this sentence is empty, because I can use this in a sentence, in an essay about crime. Make the sentence topic relevant. Yeah? This essay will discuss both issues using examples. Okay, so in the essay guide we sent you, or that you have access to, it's like, this essay will look at both issues using examples from from Harvard University. I don't know if Harvard studies exist. Okay. So why not just use two, using examples from Harvard University and Stanford and Cambridge University, using examples from Harvard and Cambridge universities to demonstrate points and prove arguments. It's a copy-paste sentence. It's quite straightforward. There are considerable factors why employees consider switching jobs. Good. I like that sentence. It's short. It's basic. We want to mix it up, short and long sentences. Also, as well, just as a general word of advice, we start off with going general here, and then we slowly go down to specific, but it looks as though we kind of dived into the specific immediately, which is not really what we teach, which is not really effective way to write your paragraph. So that's good. The reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, lucrative salary employees who stay at the same company earn 50% less, or even less. Okay, so we could say 50%. Yeah, just delete that because it's confusing. We don't really want to be using the brackets. Okay. Also, it's a sweeping generalization. Okay. So often earn up to 50% less than those who switch jobs. While the laborers are people who work physically, with their body, with their strength. And I don't think that's the person we wanted to describe. While the laborers who are switching jobs often obtain a salary rise range from 20% to 50% higher. Okay, or of 20% to 50% higher. Secondly, comfort for both short-term and long-term job hoppers negotiates a flexible work environment, including comfort for both. I don't get that. Okay, so it's the wrong phrase there. Secondly, for both short-term and long-term job hoppers, they can, I don't get this sentence at all. including remote working or I guess you want to say, secondly, job hoppers often can negotiate flexible work environments, including remote working or hybrid schedule. Also can possibly negotiate company benefits. Okay, now this needs to be developed because we've said a lot of phrases there. Now we need to prove this point. Okay, we need to prove it, and it looks like we've done that recently. Okay, or our recent Harvard study shows that job hoppers are also in search of better benefits. Which consists of 33% millennials, 67% Gen Z. What does... who is I guess it's job hoppers? I don't know. Either unmarried or... that's irrelevant, I guess. I don't know what that has to do with the argument. Job hopping provides monetary benefit. Okay, so yeah. So the biggest problem here is cohesion and coherence. As you can see, I'm really struggling trying to follow the argument here. So I would go for a more basic argument, and then just develop that point a little bit more in more detail. Okay, so this is more like spoken English. Having said that, there are some employers who are sticking to one good workplace rather than job hopping. Okay, first of all, satisfaction with the working environment, perks and benefits. Again, the brackets, no, good vocabulary, but I would say something like, so satisfaction with the working environment, and often the ability to get higher perks and benefits. Okay, semicolon, good. Secondly, company culture. Again, the brackets, let's just avoid these and make proper sentences, okay? And again, this sentence is way too long, so probably just consider breaking it up into two sentences, okay? However, statistically, after 5 years of employment, gradually transitions to the location that has access to one's interest and hobbies. I don't, that's the wrong word there, and it's kind of tripped me up trying to develop or follow the rest of the sentence. According to a Harvard study, 67% of employees remain longer on high-profile companies that are located in cities. Okay, so really, this is the argument. We're talking about the location of the job. So start off with that, okay? And then we just develop it further and further with the detail, okay? Located in cities with access to various recreational activities and high-profile companies in rural areas. Okay, most of this population are local and some are foreign who are attached to the area. Therefore, it is clear, never use contractions, to say that staying at one's workplace is applicable to the people who want to settle their roots in the place. Okay, but the location and establish their roots, okay, should be really at the beginning. Have a look at the online course we've got. You need to really work through those modules, okay, and it'll give you stronger, foolproof way to construct your body paragraphs so that they're not making these kinds of mistakes. In conclusion, it is conclusively clear that job hopping is beneficial for career development, especially in terms of money. Okay, especially in financial terms, especially considering financial terms, while employees who prefer to stay at one company exclusively for those people, stay at one company are exclusively for those people who set their roots to the area. Okay, so now I get it. Okay, it's a good conclusion. Okay, and nice phrases here which will help you, but we do have to work on these body paragraphs. Okay. So really work through the course and just have a look at our instructions for those body paragraphs. Okay, so you got the homestay one. This should be quite straightforward. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Holmes, writing regarding the English and homestay program. I am Anna Rees, studying psychology at Harvard University. Beautiful. So, excellent introduction. Great, clear to the point. That's fantastic. Well done. I will be staying with you and your family for 3 months. Good. Part of our program, I will be studying beautiful. I would just write it out, the word 3 here. Yeah, it just makes it so much, well, it just makes it consistent. It aims to give you a direction as to what it is like to live in your country. Okay, so the problem with using this is that it refers to this all the way back. Okay, or it refers to this one, which was the previous sentence. As part of our program, okay, so this program is better, or this activity, this program aims to give, not you, the reader, aims to give, let's see, curious foreigners, or aims to give us a direct exposure to what it is like to live in your country. I know you can use you as sort of like general sometimes, but here, we really need to distinguish. We're writing a letter to that person, and using you in this sense is just confusing. In line with this, I have a few questions which are the following. It's a little bit redundant, so I have a few questions. That's fine. That's surplus, I would say. So I have a few questions. First, how to get to your home? Is it possible? How do I get to your home? Or even better, is it possible to have a map? Or is it possible that you could send me a sketch? And here we're using the modals. It's more polite. We're going to pick up points for grammar to go range and structure. Is it possible to have a sketch including notable landmarks? Including notable landmarks. Including landmarks, which will help me greatly. Okay, or that would probably help me a lot. Okay, or that would probably help me. Yeah, a lot is better. Second, are there any trains or buses in your area? Third, what would be the weather throughout my assimilation? Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Throughout my stay, or what is the weather expected to be while I am staying at yours? Okay, my flight will. It's not possible. It's not probable. It's kind of like scheduled, so it's will, and you bought the tickets. My flight will be on August 12, 2022. Flight number PAX is my estimated time of arrival. Okay, because it just makes it that little bit warmer. This is the letter. Estimated time of arrival is cold. It's more like airport speak. My estimated time of arrival is 10 a.m. I have attached the brochure of our program for further information. Super little sentence there. Also, my contact information from various platforms, including my UK phone number. Ken regards, Anna Reyes. Okay, good. Yeah, great. The right language there. Some real good, phrases there as well. And we definitely did well with task response. You followed the points fantastically there. So great work. You know the deal now, hopefully. What I want you to do is go through, make a list of all the mistakes that you made, correct them in these essays, make a note in a separate document, okay? Then write 2 new essays, check them for the mistakes that you made in this essay, okay? And then send it all together in one email with your new essays, okay? So in your next email, it will be these corrected works, a list of mistakes, and your 2 new essays, which you've checked for mistakes that you made in these ones. Okay? So keep moving forward, and remember to CC me with the email that I put in your reply. Okay? Have a super day, and really sorry for the delay. We've just got a ton of essays in at the moment. Have a great day. Thanks.